Welcome to the Convicted to Grow podcast. I'm your girl, Coach Tressa, motivational speaker, confidence, and business coach. I empower you to elevate not just in career, but business, health, and wellness, the overall well being, and being a better version of yourself as we grow in life and in business. Listen, I'm going to pray that I can get through this podcast without getting emotional. But hey, you in this journey with me. So before we go any further, please make sure you subscribe to the channel, okay? Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel for the video portion, as well as go down to Spotify and Apple. But today's episode 1, the why. I'm going to tell you 4 reasons why I decided to start this podcast. I think it's important that you know as you subscribe to my channel, it's only right for you to understand why I did, what I did and why I'm doing it. So thank you again for being a part of this growth journey. The reason why you're here is because obviously you sick and tired of being sick and tired of being sick and tired, sick and tired of being stuck, sick and tired of being broke, sick and tired of being unhappy, sick and tired of trying to figure out this thing called life, finding your purpose, finding your way, sick and tired of not growing your business, sick and tired of not making the money you deserve. Like, there's a lot of things you could say you're sick and tired of. So again, thank you for being a part of this journey. So we're gonna get right into it, but I have my notes because as a talker, as a speaker, sometimes depending on how I get passionate in the word and how I'm talking, I can veer off and you know be over here talking about something else, especially if something resonates in my spirit. However, I'm trying to be more structured. So I wrote down the 4 top reasons right now, the reason why I started the Convicted to Grow podcast. Okay. Number 1. My number 1 reason is I have the desire to impact others. I know that's a part of my calling. Um, I've always been the one that's been the change agent that always wanted to motivate others, even from my early years, and I'm 45, but in my early years of 16, my very first job was at Burger King. I always wanted to motivate, lead people, help people. There's something about my energy, my aura about me that people just immediately gravitate towards it. And so my goal is to really truly help motivate people because sometimes we can be on low sell. We're just looking for that encouragement. We're looking for that inspiration. We're looking for that motivation. And you may not have nobody around you that can pour into you, that can give you the word, that can give you a nugget, that can give you confirmation on something that you've been praying for. And so my goal, my number 1 goal is really truly to impact others, to help others overcome challenges, whether it's in career or business or life. Um, Again, like I said, I am a motivational speaker. I am also a confidence coach and a business coach. And episode 2 will go more into detail in terms of my role, but I just wanted to kind of give you an understanding of that. And, I feel like in this season, it's so important that you understand what your why is. In anything that you do, understand the why. Why are you starting something? See, this podcast was actually supposed to start last year. No, let me take that back. This podcast actually was supposed to start in 2022. Uh, God had laid it on my heart to start it. And at the time, I think I was going to matter of fact, I was going to call it Empowered to Elevate. That was going to be the name of it. I didn't know. I didn't know if I was going to gear it towards just strictly entrepreneurs or what, because one of the things that I have done in the past, I have create environments, whether it's virtual networking events or in-person networking events for entrepreneurs and business owners to come into a space to promote their business, service based or product based, and really truly network. Because in this season, it's collaboration over competition. And I think a lot of times people don't understand the importance of networking, the importance of collaboration. That's key. You're trying to build a brand, you're trying to build a business. That is key. Collaboration and network. Okay. I don't like the word solopreneur. People say, oh, yeah, I'm a solopreneur. I mean, hey, to each his own, but I don't want that. I don't want all that weight on me. Let me connect with somebody, let me collaborate with somebody. It's enough opportunities out here where we all can eat, we all can benefit from. So I'm excited for that. And so my goal is to impact professionals, leaders, entrepreneurs, visionaries, those who are looking to change and to being a better version of themselves, just in life and in business. And so the good thing is I prayed about this thing. I was like, okay, God, I don't want to start this podcast and I, just excuse my language, but half-ass do it. Because let's just keep it real. Some of us will start something, but the consistency is not there. The dedication is not there. And we tend to start it, just say we got something going on, but we ain't committed to the process. We ain't committed to the craft. And therefore you start it and then you stop. However, I understand that sometimes life setbacks can hinder and have you pause for the cause, right? Sometimes there's life qualifying change events happen where you have to take a break or you have to just be still. And we're going to talk more about that as well. But I knew that I wanted to go all in with this. I said, okay, this is something I need to birth. I need to birth this thing. Because let me just keep it real. Some of y'all got $1,000,000 ideas that just need to be birthed. But for whatever reason, the self-doubt kicks in, the fear kicks in, the imposter syndrome kicks in. Not having a supportive cast or community or team around you. You know why I know? Because I've been there, done that. Been there, done that. And so we can tend to sometimes be our biggest roadblocks when it comes to hindering our growth or not going after the things that we said we're going to do and not executing. So I wanted to make sure that when I did this podcast, I wanted to do it the right way. I wanted to do it with pure intentions. I wanted to make sure that the why was there. And it wasn't about, oh, let me just do a podcast and say I got a podcast. I can do something else with my time. It ain't like the podcast is going to make me money right off the bat. Because truth be told, based on what I'm seeing and what I've heard, it takes a minute for your podcast to grow. It takes a minute to get the brand out there. It takes a minute. You got to build. You got to build. Just like I had to build. It took me 21 months. It took me 21 months to grow my TikTok fan base. Well, not fan base, but it took 21 months to grow my TikTok following to 50,000 followers. And I started April 19, 2022 to now. That's a whole nother segment. And I'll tell you what I've done for that to grow that. But for this, it was a scary place for me. I was a little scared. I was like, what if I fail? What if I don't know what to talk about? What if uh I don't want to just be me all the time. What I was in my own way. The enemy was the enemy. I was holding myself back because I felt like everything had to be perfect. Well, let me tell you something. You ready for this? Because one thing about this podcast is you're going to have to understand and learn is that you're going to have teachable moments in this podcast. It ain't just me talking. You're going to have teachable moments where I can tell you right now, get a notebook. I challenge you, get a notebook. On the front of it, put convicted to grow. And on the front, after you put convicted grow in the first page of it, I want you to put in there, what you're expecting for this year. What do you expect for 2024? And this is February 2024. That's a whole nother challenge we're going to get into. See, that's why I have to write stuff down, because I'm telling you, I get so passionate about certain things that come to my mind. I want to talk about everything, and I'm trying to be cognizant of the first episode, but I had to understand I had to get out my way. And I knew I couldn't be selfish of my calling. I couldn't be selfish of my gifts. I have a gift. By nature, I'm naturally dynamic. I already know I'm destined for greatness, but I'm naturally dynamic. My voice impacts others in terms of encouraging them, empowering them to want to elevate and being a better version of themselves, being the best version of themselves, wanting to shift and pivot to growth. Because you ready for this? Growth is a daily thing. Growth is a daily thing. So that's the first reason, desire to impact others. Number two, my passion of personal and business development. Woo! Now that one, listen, the reason why some of us are not growing is because we won't even invest in ourselves. We won't bet on ourselves and we won't invest in ourselves. You won't hire a coach. You won't hire a mentor or partner with a mentor. You won't even take the time to even like there's a lot of resources out here that's free, right? You can Google things today. You can go on YouTube today and find a lot of things, right? However, sometimes even with the free ones, like I used to do, I took so many notes and notes and notes for years, how to grow my brand, how to be confident with content creation, how to leverage my business, how to just really truly be the best version of myself. I joined communities. I can't even tell you the countless workshops and masterminds and seminars and conferences that I've attended. And this year, God said, if you don't apply all that knowledge, all those resources, all those connections, now I need you to apply it. Because now you're hoarding all this information and you're using this as an excuse not to launch the podcast. Like I said, the podcast was supposed to be launched in 2022. That's going to make sure you click on the notifications because I'm going to give you episode 2 on the delay. Ooh, I'm going to tell you the delay, why it didn't happen in 2022. And I'm telling you, it's mind blowing because, yeah. But I say all to say, I was holding myself back. Everything had to be perfect, and the equipment had to be perfect. The cam, like right now, I got the webcam, but I'm using a camera. I went and purchased the Sony, I think it's a Sony EV10. I got the Shure MV7 mic, the headphones. I'm on a MacBook. I'm using StreamYard. Like, got the ring light. I got some little lights back there, the hue lights. Like, I needed it. I went to Home Goods, bought a couple little pictures. Like, I wanted everything to be perfect. In fact, because I had an event. Matter of fact, I recorded this on purpose today because I had an event to go to today where I had to do a virtual workshop, and I had to get my makeup done. And since I had to get my makeup done, I said, "Oh, this is the perfect time to do my record." Now I'm not gonna say, listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, listen, you ain't gonna see me all the time dude up, made up when I'm recording, but I was like, why not let me give y'all a look pop. Let me go ahead and just show y'all. But let me tell y'all something. For those who don't know me, rock with me for a little bit. Rock with me for 2024 as we expect more opportunities, more love, more support, more peace, more clients, more money. Rock with your girl. So make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. But the personal development and business development, like I have a passion for that. I've been in the consulting space for 20 plus years, leadership space. Started out in government contracting, helping small businesses grow through talent acquisition, helping even entrepreneurs grow with helping them with the branding side of the house in terms of building their confidence, putting the content out there, how to go out and leverage their LinkedIn and things like that. And so I said, God, I don't want to be selfish with this gift. Convicted to grow. And I was torn between, because I was like, am I going to talk about life or business? Because truth be told, I'm passionate for both. So I was like, okay, God, listen, y'all, as I had to let go so I could grow in this season. So as I'm growing, y'all gonna grow with me in this first season of Convicted to Grow, because I had to understand that if I didn't put it out there and didn't do it, I don't know where my mistakes will be. So listen, I'm gonna tell you now, I apologize in advance if I don't say something grammatically correct, if I all over the place, or I'm just trying to figure this thing out. But God said, I need you to launch this thing now. Get out your way. And so, like I said, this was supposed to be launched in 2022, but a series of events happened that kept me from not doing it in 2022. And I'll talk more about it in episode 2. And so, yeah, we here. And so that was another reason. Number 2, the passion for personal and business development, especially when it comes to my entrepreneurs, because I know what that feels like. You're sick and tired of working at 9 to 5, but the side hustle, your business, ain't making the money that it should be making. So therefore, you having to keep working the 9 to 5. I know what that feels like. I did it before. I was in corporate before, and I took a leap of faith and went all in. Pandemic came. I went back to corporate. And then I said, you know what? God said it's time again. And I did another leap. This time I'm determined. I'm mad, MAD, motivating, determined not to go back. Because right now I'm all in. I'm invested in myself. So that's number 2. Number 3, I get to share stories of resilience and perseverance of other individuals. It ain't gonna be just me talking all the time. Because when I do talk and when I am giving you a word, I want you to treat this as a coaching call. Because I'm gonna come with 2 or 3 gems, 2 or 3 nuggets, or whatever that looks like. So, like I said, you're gonna get prepared to have your Convicted to Grow notebook. Because we're gonna talk about a little bit of everything, life and in business. If you ain't about that business life, then maybe that episode ain't for you. But we will talk about life, how to build confidence, how to bounce back from a setback, how to break out from your cry out, how to overcome adversity, how to build that confidence and know who you are and know your worth and know what you bring to the table. Yeah, that's what we're going to talk about. So, the third one, you're going to hear other people's stories. I get a chance to have people on my platform bring people in that may have not ever had a chance to even share their story, to share their triumph story, their resilience story, or something that got them where they at today. You may resonate with that person that day. Matter of fact, that's going to be episode 3. So stay tuned for that. I interviewed somebody today on the episode 3. He was talking about how he got shot in his 20s. And today, it was a traumatic experience from him. He suffered PTSD from it. And today he's thriving as a transformational speaker and loving husband and father and things like that. And so, like I said, you're going to hear from entrepreneurs, CEOs that they got. I'm talking about 7-figure CEOs, visionaries, professionals who just took the leap of faith and quit their job. Like, I want to bring all types of stories to you because, like I said, this first season, I got to figure out what's going to stick. You seeing firsthand of me growing this podcast. And right now, here we are, February 3rd. I'm recording this on February 13th, 2024, and I only have 56 subscribers. So you see firsthand, and this is episode 1. So by the time we get to episode 40, 50, I'm speaking it and claiming it. I want to be at 1,000. I know I know it's a lot because people have been telling me on YouTube, it takes a while, growing your YouTube channel. What they say is not a sprint, it's a marathon. It's going to take a minute, but I'm competitive with myself and I got to put myself where I see myself. And if I have 50,000 followers over there on TikTok, trust and believe, every time I go live over there, follow my YouTube channel. Follow my YouTube channel. Instagram. Follow my YouTube channel. Why not? Why not? And that's another thing we'll get into about being the brand ambassador of your vision of your business, because a lot of times the reason why we don't grow because you don't promote yourself. So that's number 3. Number 4, the reason why I decided to start this podcast to be an additional extension to my brand. Convicted to Grow Coaching LLC is my business that I have now, where I coach. I do one-on-one coaching. I do group coaching, whether it's confidence coaching or business coaching. I also do workshops for corporations. I'll go in, like, matter of fact, last month I was at JMU, James Madison University. Shout out to the staff down there for the JMU dining hall services, which is contracted through Aramark. Aramark was the client. Prior to that, I did LexisNexis. Like, I go into corporations because leaders and people in management team, they sometimes deal with low confidence or imposter syndrome and still trying to juggle the work life balance scenario. So I know what that feels like. And so, because I came from corporate, because I have that staffing background and leadership background, the business background, and then the motivational background, it's kind of like, hey, I know what that feels like. So Convicted to Grow Coaching offers coaching services for not just one-on-one, but group coaching for organizations, especially in the corporate space, um, as well. So that's another thing. And not only that, I get a chance as I continue to grow this podcast and market myself as a motivational speaker to come in and speak to your organization, whether it's a keynote, whether it's a panel, whether it's an MC hosting, or you just need me to come in and do a 2, 3, 4 hour workshop. You can see, okay, social proof. Social proof. So I just gave you the rundown of the 4 reasons why I decided to start Convicted to Grow podcast. Again, number 1, the desire to impact others with my motivational nuggets and encouragement and inspiration. Number 2, the passion for personal and business development, being able to grow not just in life, but in your business as an entrepreneur, or leveraging your business as a established small business owner. Number 3, hearing other people's stories of resilience and perseverance, getting a chance to hear from others from all walks of life. And number 4 is being able to have a added extension of my brand, Convicted to Grow Coaching, Convicted to Grow Podcast. You can't see it, but I got the Convicted to Grow shirt. Convicted to Grow. Yeah. So I'm excited, y'all. I'm not gonna stay too long on this first episode because, again, I know, listen, attention is everything. Until I get your trust and get you in here to understand that, listen, we on this journey together. We're gonna grow together. Then that you'll start seeing longer form podcasts. But I need you to make sure you subscribe to this channel, okay? Hit the notification button. So make sure you subscribe to the Convicted to Grow. You can also follow me on my personal social media handles, which is Coach Tressa. Coach Tressa, spelled Tressa. I am on Instagram. I am on TikTok. Every Monday, I do a Monday motivation on TikTok Live. Every Monday, we do a power hour of motivation. And now that I'm on YouTube, you're going to start seeing me going live here. Like I said, y'all going to take this ride with me. Y'all going to take this ride with me, but I'm not quitting. I'm not giving up. I'm in this thing. And like I said, I had to let go so I can grow. Because why? In this season for 2024, I do expect more. In order for me to expect more, I got to do more. I got to execute. I got to believe in myself. I got to bet on myself. I got to invest in myself. But I can't cheat what God has called me to be. He's called me to be someone to bring motivation, encouragement, and impact, to use my knowledge and my skills and my ability to help others, to serve others, to bring people together, to collaborate. So again, I appreciate you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. First episode down, y'all. I'm about to go celebrate. Look, I'm about to celebrate, and it's just me. And but the reason I say I'm gonna celebrate, because if y'all only knew, I have recorded an episode probably for the last 3 months, and I never published it. I never put it out there because I was like, oh my gosh, this ain't right. Oh my gosh, I was My eyebrows wasn't done. Oh my gosh, I said too many uhs. Oh my gosh, I was all over the place. Oh my gosh, I wasn't looking in the camera. Oh my god, like I had every freaking excuse. Oh my god, I look fat in the camera. Like, y'all, please don't be like me and just wait. If you know that you're supposed to be executing in 2024, do it. I had to be obedient to the process. You're taking this. I had to fall in love with the process. You're taking this journey with me, this growth journey. This growth journey of healing, this growth journey of grieving, this growth journey of being a better version of myself, this growth journey of being a better leader, this growth journey of being a better businesswoman, this growth journey of self-love, this growth journey of even putting myself back out there in the dating scene. That's a whole nother story, child. But anyway. But thank y'all. Thank you for tuning in. Again, make sure you watch episode 2 and episode 3, because we're going to launch all these things. And make sure you go out and subscribe, because every single week you're going to get a weekly dose of inspiration and motivation to grow, whether it's in life or business. Love you.